For breakfast. Interesting conversation. I'm already smiling because I know a lot of people are going to come for me this morning. So I'm prepared. I'm kind of like prepared. Even the women in the studio are going to kind of have my head for this conversation. But there are conversations that we have to have, and definitely we must do our best to have them. We're talking about why girls are desperate for marriage. I'm not sure I should say in this part of Nigeria or in this part of the world. I think it's a general thing, maybe much more peculiar in Africa, much more peculiar in Nigeria. So yes, our conversation centers around women today. Why girls are desperate for marriage. And I'd like you to join the conversation, calling us. Pardon me, please. This particular message made me laugh when I read it the first time. All right. Why girls become desperate for marriage? This is coming from one of our partners here, one of my co-presenters. He said, you're tired of living with your parents.
Sure, yeah. That's correct also.
They just want to leave their parents' house.
Yes.
Go and rent a house now.
That one is even worse.
How?
When a lady is living alone, she needs more discipline.
But it teaches you discipline, even in marriage. Doesn't it help to teach you discipline? You know, I see this, I don't know, I feel it's immaturity. You leave your father's house when you're not a teenager. You leave your father's house to go to your husband's house. You've never lived alone all your life.
Yeah, correct.
You have never been dependent on yourself. You've never been responsible for your own path, your happiness, your plan for the day. You have never been by yourself, totally planning your day and planning your time. It's a really irresponsible way to live. Service year, you will live in the hostel. Because during the service year, many people go to live in NCCF lodge.
That's why I said that there's no goal.
There's no goal. All right, the next one says loneliness, boredom, and depression.
And that's why she wants to leave her parents' house to come to somebody that
She's
she
bored.
That
so you are bored and you want to get married as a solution to your boredom. The guy will go to work and you'll still be bored.
You see, they are not faced with reality. The reality of marriage. The reality of circumstances in marriage.
Okay.
It's different from when you were boyfriend and girlfriend or when you were courting. So when those realities start happening, let's say for instance, maybe both of you had job, and just immediately after what you did not expect happens, one of you lost the job and pressure start coming, especially when the man lost the job, and you did not factor in the situation when this man is not happy. All your life you've been seeing him happy,
excited,
but now circumstances are changing. He's more pressured about what is happening to him. He's not happy, and you don't know how to manage him when he's not happy.
What happens to you? You're the most miserable human being on earth. Because you are not even responsible for your own happiness. Most times you are depending on him to make you happy, and he is now not happy.
And oftentimes you don't even know that what he's going through is giving him more problem, and he's not. Men will
bottle
everything up, and it's affecting them, but they will still continue. They don't want to, like myself now, I don't like to shift my burden and my problem to anybody,
to other people.
So I feel so many things, and I just bottle it and I keep to myself.
This one says age is catching up fast, beauty is fading away.
Yes.
Does beauty fade away in your 20s and in your early 30s? Isn't it the desperation, the boredom, the loneliness that makes you pay less attention to yourself and makes you...
Same as there's no goal, there's no vision, you don't have anything you are pursuing, and that will not... It affects everything about you. It affects your beauty, because you have... Yes, now when you have where you are going, you have your job, you have everything, that you want to look good to go out. And it is when you are doing what you are supposed to be doing that people will see you.
All right, hello, good morning. Good morning. All right, let me take this one. This one says joblessness. You didn't send your name, you just simply wrote the word joblessness. We've mentioned that repeatedly, and I like the fact that it's coming from a beautiful woman. She's even tying it. She's a beautiful young woman. All right, health challenges is another reason why they want to get married fast.
Health challenges.
Yes.
And
I don't know. Say facing personal challenges like health problems, all right, societal pressure, what people are saying. Almost all my friends are married, the peer pressure, pressure from parents, series of disappointments, heartbreak, and broken relationships.
yes, that's serious.
Does that make you want to go into another? I said series of disappointments, heartbreak, and broken relationships.
Because you want to prove that it wasn't you that had the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you want to go, the next relationship you want to go into, you want to get married, because you are feeling like when the first one broke, the second one broke, the third one broke, and you felt like, why is it that am I the one having these challenges? Do you get? So when the next one comes, you want to at all cost things that you not take ordinarily, you want to take it, so that people will not feel like it is you that has problem.
So basically, the series of disappointments, you have heartbreak and broken relationship, encouraging you as a woman to want to go to. All right, we have a woman on the table this morning. Wemimo Adebiyi joins us this morning. Wemimo, good morning.
Good to be here, eh?
Ha, we've been talking about
I
girls.
made it.
You made it.
Yes.
I can imagine. The traffic did you some serious issues, I can
No,
imagine.
once it rains like that,
The expressway becomes really bad. Wemimo, mind you, is coming from the other end of town, so I really can imagine the stress you go through coming here every Wednesday. But thank you so much for making it here. She was just answering this question. We're talking about why girls are desperate to get married. And Dr. Precious was sent a list of issues, and he said series of disappointment, heartbreak, and broken relationship. Encourage them to want to grab the next person that comes and just marry.
yeah. Actually, it's actually a window of escape.
Eh?
A window of escape without having to treat
The wound.
The wound. And at the end of the day, they keep having it repeatedly, because something has not been treated.
Yes.
So both the girl and the guy end up becoming the victim. So that's why you keep having
the
same
girl?
record. Yeah, the girl, the woman.
And then the man she goes to marry.
Yes.
Okay, to be respected and called a Mrs. The pride.
Yeah. There's a pride. Actually, people have a misconception behind respect. They think, we've talked about it before.
That's true.
Until I become a Mrs.
People won't
before I
respect me.
become respected. But that's not the issue. It's about you. We keep saying your person, who you are, the values you carry, the beliefs you have, and then the development, the personal development you have been able to do with yourself that brings respect, not having to
External factors.
attach, which means you have not discovered yourself. You believe your essence is attached to an individual.
He also said that they don't have dreams.
Yes.
Lack of dreams. What makes you as a man respect a woman?
The values.
Yes.
The values. If you have very good values, a man will respect you. The way you carry yourself.
Yeah.
You don't just come around. You don't just make yourself available to every man.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
And a man will respect you for that. The moment you are throwing yourself around you, when you are not supposed to be seen, when you are not supposed to call him, you are calling him. you are belittling yourself.
Yeah.
That's it.
When you make yourself a bit scarce, you make yourself, you place yourself in a basket of demand. There is that respect you earn.
That goes both ways.
Yeah, both ways. Actually, I'm speaking for us.
That goes both ways.
It goes both ways, really.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because the truth is, statistically they say we have more women than men. So every woman wants to throw themselves. You believe there's another woman who wants to take your place, or if I don't act fast, someone else will.
Fast by doing what?
You
now
know
become
those
washer
things now.
woman, cooker
Everything
woman,
and all of that.
carer
But
woman,
the truth is, your
laundry
value,
woman.
your worth is not about you being excessively available.
Do you know that women who work very busy jobs get married fast?
Is it true?
I've
Very
seen,
busy jobs.
Very busy jobs.
for example, look at all the young bankers you see. They get married really fast. You know that
Let me tell you why.
Mm.
Men want value.
Mm.
A woman that will add value
To him.
to him.
Yes, you're right. I agree.
So when a woman has a job, in the
It's tick number one.
yes, in that how do we call it now? That is a
It's just
value.
a financial independence.
Uh-huh.
Bam.
So
Okay.
this one will support my finance.
But I think that's actually a misplaced priority. So if I'm in the life of a man and he thinks I'm adding value because of the BAM I bring on the table, which means my value is reduced today.
Not that you are bringing in.
Okay.
It's because I have not too much commitment.
Okay.
You know, you don't want to fix your nails, and you must.
Come.
It's my responsibility. I can do it.
But the
I
question
shouldn't.
is, do ladies still wait for men to fix nails these days?
They still wait.
No, it's a question. I don't have to. I am.
That is because probably you are.
My life is mine, so I do what
you
I want to do.
are
at the time I
financially.
want to do it.
You don't get it. Oh God! You've never heard of I need to make my hair, and I've been asking for money for hair for the last.
For real? Maybe I should be hearing those things and be sure they really exist.
You don't understand.
They really exist.
Okay, lack of job unemployment after years of graduating financial security. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Precious Was, for sending that list home to us this morning. All right, we have this one, pressure from parents and young ones.
Yes, I agree.
That's the message.
agree,
You also said be before marriage.
Self-value. Have value for yourself. It is that value that every man that wants to really get married, that's serious.
Really get married.
Yes.
How do you mean really get married? There's
Not
some people
all
that
men.
just want to
Not
marry.
all guys
No,
today.
guys
really
want to get married. They want to date you. Doesn't mean he wants to get married.
Yeah.
And most ladies misconstrue that now. The moment they start relationship, they think that relationship must get to marriage. It's not every relationship that must get to marriage. In fact, it is once in this part of the world that the moment you start a relationship, she's already seeing him, especially if she's a Yoruba girl, start calling the guy Okomi.
My husband.
My husband. It's not. It
Seriously?
doesn't make sense. So you must have value for yourself. You must know where you are going. You must know the kind of person you are looking for. It's not every guy that comes your way that will be your husband. You just do something and you say, this character cannot be my husband.
From a lady's perspective, if you're planning as a young woman looking forward to marriage, yes, every girl has that ideal wedding ceremony and whatever in front of them, but what should be the priority for that young woman?
Well, the priority will be, I want to fulfill purpose. There must be a reason why we're coming together. Yeah, so because if it's not clearly stated from the beginning, then I don't think I want to venture along on that journey. So the purpose must be clearly stated, and we must bring what it takes, the tools together. So fulfilling that purpose doesn't have to be from me alone. It's both ways, so that we both get committed and we're working towards it. Okay, so that by the time one person is veering off the journey, the other will be able to call him back. You know, and also if I'm going to bring something to the table, I must carry something. So I must be a value added person. Basically, going into a relationship is not about what I want to take from it. It should be both ways. Okay, however, I want to be a value added individual. I come in, I add value. Those are things that makes a man think 3 years before discussing a woman. So if a woman keeps having issues with I'm breaking up, he's breaking up with me, I'm losing grounds and all, then you ask, do you add value or you're actually a pest?
Oh,
Yeah.
do you add value?
Yeah,
Or you are actually so if
pest.
you've been going through heartbreaks, repeated heartbreaks,
Yeah.
you ask yourself that question.
Yeah.
I would add just one to it. Do I give too much or do I give too little?
Yeah, you must be able to balance it. Or what do you think?
Yes, you should balance it.
Yeah, you should give, but don't be too
Don't be
because,
animal sham.
because when you are too available, that's what we're talking about. When you are too accessible,
Just
Because
discuss.
if you give too much, even as a lady, you will know maybe this guy is actually after your money,
or you.
or you. Even
Yeah.
you as a guy giving the lady too much, you can derail the thinking of the lady may just be shifted to the money.
So maybe we will have to look at how much is too much.
We can't look at how much is too much. Depends on the
Not in
cost.
terms of monetary value.
Should we break the table as we are rounding it off?
How much is
When I say that you should not become an animal sham, don't give too much, don't give too little. Should you give sex before marriage?
Wow, that's a very huge topic in today's generation.
Why are you putting your head down now, Cyrus?
It's a serious matter.
It's a serious No, now.
It's a serious
When you
matter.
two said it's a big topic.
There are different aspects to sex, so it depends on what you're talking
What is she talking about?
about.
I
Yes,
don't understand.
there are different.
You don't
There are
understand.
different ways to
Okay,
market.
should there be intercourse before
Now
marriage?
you've broken it down. You should say something.
From two angles. As a Christian, no. As a Christian, Bible
Okay.
says no.
Okay.
But this issue of sex is a major problem in marriages. And
Intercourse.
it has been breaking homes. Even Christian
Intercourse.
homes. Some are managing themselves in it. So ordinarily you may not have intercourse to know if you are compatible. I don't know.
I think we should go into it for a major program.
It's a serious topic.
That is how Webby is escaping this conversation.
Because the truth is, okay, you landed on, what was your last comment?
Compatibility.
Compatibility and all of that.
Compatibility
and all.
in
the truth
what?
is,
In-
sex doesn't
in-
determine compatibility. Because a man, a woman can have sex with anybody. You can pay for it without having to
Have a relationship with a
with
person.
an individual. So we
Okay.
need to know why and what is it you're looking for exactly.
Okay.
before we look into
Give
it.
us. We're talking about giving. It is so missing that wants to break the table.
Okay.
Give little, don't give too much. I'm not talking about intercourse. Don't quote me that I said you should do.
We will not quote you.
I just said
We will not
give yourself, your money, your time. Give the best of what you have to you, so that when you know how to care for you, you can now begin to learn to care for other people. But if you give everything out, you will definitely lose out, because there will be nothing left for you to fall back on.